Hey you! Are you tired of your ordinary crappy high school anime? Getting bored of the same old tropes used in the same main comedy shows? Or are you just looking for a change of pace? Well, look no further as I take up the role of your sauce daddy and enlighten you. Instead of recommending some regular old high school comedy with overdone tropes, how about we take the exact same tropes you're tired of seeing and put it in a college setting? Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about the anime that is not about diving, Grand Blue. Grand Blue follows college freshman Yoriki Tahara as he excited to begin his college life. He goes to college by the ocean to living with his cousins Chisa and her older sister Nanika, and is ready for what college life has to offer. Except one thing leads to another, and he ends up joining a diving club filled with brolic men whose hobbies exclusively include drinking and stripping. He then blackmails his friend Koi to join as well, and the story takes off following their college shenanigans. Now then, hear me out. You may be off-put when you check a summary of the show as it puts an emphasis on the diving part, but let me assure you it's definitely not as it seems. The show most definitely doesn't put any focus on diving, and it's more of a slice of life for your average college student. It's incredibly hilarious as it puts a refreshing spin on regular high school tropes. Instead of having a brick wall version as protagonist like normal high school anime, you instead follow some horny boys who try and get it on. You have these extremely sexy girls in high school anime, and for some reason the protagonist acts like the Holy Virgin Mary and refuses to lay a finger on them. But here they decide to slap a relative sticker on them, and you just watch as Iori can do absolutely nothing about it but just become frustrated about it. It's just interesting watching a comedy anime where everyone isn't brain dead and actually knows what relationships and sex are. It also helps that the majority of females in the show are incredibly attractive and have top tier after top tier character designs. They also have distinctive personalities to make them feel unique when compared to the female cast of almost any other comedy show. You have the main girls Chisa and Naina, the Renaissance stereotype Nanika, the promiscuous Azusa, and some other girls who are all attractive as well. Aside from the women, one of the most alluring aspects of the show are the faces. Watching the drastic expression changes each character can make depending on the situation is so ridiculously hilarious, and the fact that no other anime tries to emulate this just makes it even more special. There's nothing quite like the feeling of the camera panning away from a character's face, leaving you imagining what kind of face they are going to make when it comes back to them. The faces are so exquisite and top tier that they would give the Titans an Attack on Titan a run for their money. It doesn't matter what character it is, they will ruin anyone's face when given the opportunity. Like, look at Chisa's face normally, now look at this magnificent beauty. The college scenario is much more entertaining in nature, but just in case it isn't enough to sell you, all these characters have interesting quirks as well. Nanka has a sister complex that everyone but her sister knows about, and they refuse to acknowledge it whenever she shows it. Aina is the regular similar archetype of a character, which would seemingly be annoying in a high school atmosphere, but since it's in college, she gets made fun of by her friends for her similar behavior. Azusa is a closet bisexual that no one but Iori knows about, and that's only because she thinks that he is bi as well and continuously tries to set him up with Kohei. Kohei is a massive otaku and often allows his weeb tendencies to influence his daily life, much to everyone else's dismay. He's also a lolicon and has a little sister fetish. And every other guy in the show is a drunk exhibitionist, including our main two guys. Sort of makes you wonder why there aren't more series based on a college setting, because the high school genre type thing is overplayed and the maturity cross of horny on main characters would create more realistic and funny scenarios. The Grand Blue anime is one of the best comedies I've ever seen, and even though this video is meant to sell you on the anime, I doubt it's going to get a second season, so allow me to redirect you to the manga when you're done. If you're craving more, as the anime only went up to chapter 20, and over 60 chapters of the manga, and it's still ongoing monthly. And let me tell you, it only gets better as you go on. So yeah, I definitely recommend watching Grand Blue if you haven't already. It's pretty good.